Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Nishit Kumar, and with me is Anita Anand with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that the government has worked on a national approach with new health policy to transform country's health sector. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu urges people to enroll themselves with Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. Prime Minister to launch Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 and Amrut 2.0 tomorrow. Government appeals to people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior during the upcoming festival season. More than 88 crore 34 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered across the country so far. Recovery rate nears 98%. India is poised to become one of the largest digital markets in the world, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. I&B Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch month-long Clean India program from Prayagraj tomorrow as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary takes over as the Chief of the Air Staff, and in IPL cricket, Sunrisers Hyderabad take on Chennai Super Kings at Sharjah. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is underway, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these three simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki doori for social distancing, and focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the centre has adopted a national approach and worked on a new health policy to transform the country's health sector. He said several steps have been taken, like the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Ayushman Bharat Yojana and Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission for the welfare of the people and make country self-reliant in the health sector. Mr. Modi was speaking virtually today at a function after inaugurating the Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology, Institute of Petrochemicals Technology, Jaipur in Rajasthan.
3-4 दिन पहले शुरू हुआ आयुष्मान भारत डिजिटल मिशन देश के कोने-कोने तक स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं को पहुंचाने में बहुत मदद करेगा। अच्छे अस्पताल, टेस्टिंग लैब, फार्मेसी, डॉक्टरों से अपॉइंटमेंट सभी एक क्लिक पर होगा। इससे मरीजों को अपना हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड संभाल कर रखने की भी एक सुविधा मिल जाएगी।
The Prime Minister said that in this time of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, a high level of skill will not only strengthen India, but will also play a major role in achieving the resolve of self-reliant India. Skilled manpower is the need of the hour for one of the fastest growing industries like the petrochemical industry. He said that the new Institute of Petrochemical Technology will connect the lakhs of youth with new possibilities. He also laid the foundation stone of 4 new medical colleges at Banswara, Sirohi, Hanumangarh and Dausa districts of Rajasthan. The Prime Minister emphasized the need for expanding the setting up of All India Institute of Medical Sciences across the country. He said India is moving towards the expansion of AIIMS from the present 6 to more than 22 AIIMS. He said to make the health infrastructure robust, the government has taken various measures during the last 6 to 7 years. He added that more than 170 new medical colleges have been set up already and work is going on to add 100 new medical colleges in the future. He said 58,000 undergraduate and postgraduate medical seats have been increased. Mr. Modi said that COVID-19 pandemic has posed many challenges and taught many lessons. He said every country has tackled this problem in their own ways. He said India has resolved to increase its capacity to attain Atmanirbharta during this disaster.
केंद्र सरकार के सबको वैक्सीन मुफ्त वैक्सीन अभियान की सफलता इसी का प्रतिबिंब है। आज भारत में कोरोना वैक्सीन की 88 करोड़ से अधिक डोज लग चुकी है। राजस्थान में भी 5 करोड़ से अधिक वैक्सीन डोज लग चुकी है। हजारों सेंटर्स पर हमारे डॉक्टर, नर्सेज, मेडिकल स्टाफ लगातार वैक्सीनेशन करने में जुटे हैं। मेडिकल क्षेत्र में देश का ये सामर्थ्य हमें और बढ़ाना है।
Speaking on the occasion, Health and Family Welfare Minister Mansukh Mandavia said the centre is working to strengthen the health infrastructure in the country. He said the health sector has been linked with development under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Talking about the Ayushman Bharat Abhiyan, Mr. Mandavia said more than 2 crore people have been benefited by the scheme. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said that the central government has taken several steps for creating a robust health infrastructure in the country. He said opening of 4 medical colleges in the tribal areas of the state will help the poor people and provide affordable education to the medical students. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav and Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, among others, were present on the occasion.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today urged people to come forward and enroll themselves with Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission and get benefited from the historic reform, describing Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission a revolutionary step in the history of India's public health. Mr. Naidu said that it will provide Indian citizens with unique health IDs and digitized health records with identifiers for doctors and health facilities. Vice President was speaking at the launch of UBF Help, the first of its kind national dedicated breast cancer and benign breast disease helpline in India, set up by Usha Lakshmi Breast Cancer Foundation. Appreciating the inclusion of trained counselors in the helpline for one-on-one confidential support to the callers, Mr. Naidu said that counseling is an inseparable part of the entire cancer treatment protocol or any other life-threatening medical condition. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, SBMU and Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation 2.0 Amrit in New Delhi tomorrow. In line with the vision of the Prime Minister, SBMU 2.0 and Amrit 2.0 have been designed to realize the aspiration to make all cities garbage-free and water secure. These flagship missions signify a step forward towards effectively addressing the challenges of rapidly urbanizing India. It will also help contribute towards achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri and Ministers of Urban Development of States and Union Territories will also be present on the occasion. Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry will organize Vayo Naman program in the honor of senior citizens on the occasion of the International Day of Older Persons in New Delhi tomorrow. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu will be the chief guest of the program and will confer the Vayo Shresth Samman Awards. The Vice President will also dedicate the Elderly Helpline 14567 to the nation and launch the Senior Able Citizens Re-Employment in Dignity Sacred and Senior Care Aging Growth Engine SAGE portals on this occasion. Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar will also be present in the program. The ministry celebrates International Day of Older Persons every year on 1st of October for the cause of elderly persons.
Health Ministry has appealed to people to avoid crowds and maintain physical distancing and use face masks during the upcoming festival season. Briefing media this evening, Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan asked people to celebrate festivals maintaining COVID-appropriate behavior. He said Kerala has the highest active cases amounting to 1,44,000, which is 52% of the total active cases in the country. Maharashtra has 40,000 active cases, Tamil Nadu has 17,000 and Mizoram has 16,800 cases. Karnataka has 12,000 cases and Andhra Pradesh has a little more than 11,000 active cases. The Health Secretary said absolute number of cases is declining in Kerala, but it still contributes a substantial number of total cases in the country. Active cases are going down across the country and cumulative recovery rate is rising. Mr. Bhushan said country has a recovery rate of almost 98%. He said 18 districts in India are reporting a weekly positivity rate between 5 to 10%.
जो कुल मामले रिपोर्ट हुए पिछले सप्ताह उसमें से 60% मामले केरल से रिपोर्ट हुए। हालांकि केरल में जो एब्सोल्यूट नंबर है केसेस का वो नीचे आ रहा है। अगर एक्टिव केसेस को देखें तो एक्टिव केसेस की संख्या लगातार देश में घट रही है और जो क्यूमुलेटिव रिकवरी रेट है वो लगातार बढ़ रहा है। इस समय ऑलमोस्ट 98% रिकवरी रेट देश में है।
Director General of Indian Council of Medical Research, Dr. Balram Bhargav said it will be prudent to avoid non-essential travel and observe festivity, but at the low key at least this year.
Increased population density in any area associated with travel increases the chances of infection to tourists, to local population as well as travelers. So it will be prudent to avoid non-essential travel. So all festivities, please observe them, but at very low key, at least this year.
In all, 69% of the population over 18 years of age have got their first dose of the COVID vaccine, while 25% have got both the doses. More than 88 crore 34 lakh COVID-19 vaccines doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive.
In Assam, the World Heritage Site Kaziranga National Park will reopen for visitors tomorrow. Park authorities said that Forest Minister Parimal Suklabaidya will inaugurate the event at Mihimuk. Initially, the park authority will start jeep safari at Kohora and Bogori ranges. However, all COVID-19 related protocols will be followed strictly, and officials were instructed to ensure that all the tourists adhere to the norms. Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary took over as the Chief of the Air Staff at a ceremony at Air Headquarters in New Delhi today. An alumnus of NDA, the Chief of Air Staff was commissioned in December 1982 in the fighter stream of the IAF. He has flown more than 3,800 hours on multiple fighter and trainer aircraft during his career spanning almost 4 decades. He has handled many significant command and staff appointments. He has commanded MiG-29 Squadron, 2 Air Force stations and Western Air Command. He is a recipient of Padam Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal and Vayu Sena Medal. In his address, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary said protection of country's sovereignty and integrity is to be ensured at any cost. You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that government has worked on a national approach with new health policy to transform country's health sector. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu urges people to enroll themselves with Ayushman Bharat digital mission. Prime Minister to launch Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 and Amrit 2.0 tomorrow. Government appeals to people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior during upcoming festival season. More than 88 crore 34 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered across the country. So far, recovery rate nears 98%. India is poised to become one of the largest digital markets in the world, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. I&B Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch month-long Clean India program from Prayagraj tomorrow as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary takes over as Chief of the Air Staff. And in IPL cricket, Sunrisers Hyderabad take on Chennai Super Kings at Sharjah. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे। उज्जवल भविष्य बनाने की आजादी, रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी नियमित इनकम की आजादी, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव आओ मनाए हर पल, एनपीएस करे बेहतर आज और पेंशन से सुनिश्चित कर।
1 अक्टूबर को पूरा देश मना रहा है एनपीएस दिवस। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपनी बैंक शाखा जाएं या pfrda.org.in पर विजिट करें या 1800-110-708 पर कॉल करें।
Welcome back. You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said that India is poised to become one of the largest digital markets in the world. Addressing the second Global FinTech Fest 2021 through video conferencing today, He said at 87%, India has the highest fintech adoption rate in the world against the global average of 64%. As of May this year, India's United Payments Interface, UPI, has seen participation of 224 banks and recorded 2.6 billion transactions worth over $68 billion and the highest ever of more than 3.6 billion transactions in August. Mr. Goyal said over 2 trillion transactions were processed using the AEPS, that is Aadhaar-enabled payment system, last year. The minister said India's fintech industry came to the rescue of people at the time of the pandemic by enabling them to carry out critical activities from the safety of their homes, particularly during the lockdown and the second wave of COVID. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman appreciated the efforts of the Income Tax Department in keeping up the momentum of tax collections even in this difficult year. The minister had an interaction with the young officers of the departments of the Central Board of Direct Taxes, Income Tax and other departments of the Finance Ministry in Chennai. She urged the Income Tax Department to continue to work to ensure that post-COVID economic growth is maintained. The minister emphasized that tax officers must act as agents of change to facilitate the transformation of tax administration. The Defence Accounts Department, under the aegis of the Ministry of Defence, has developed an IT-enabled payment and accounting system called Prabal to ensure that the domestic defence suppliers get payments without any delay. This is being done following the clarion call of Atmanirbhar Bharat by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Talking exclusively to All India Radio News on the eve of Defence Accounts Day, the Controller General of Defence Accounts, Rajneesh Kumar, said that the Prabal project will make the Indian defence sector more competitive as their cash flow will increase and their financing will strengthen.
जो हमारे डोमेस्टिक सप्लायर्स हैं उनका पेमेंट अभी भी जिस तरीके से होता है उसमें 2-3-4 महीने लग जाते हैं, जबकि जब फॉरेन सप्लायर को हम पेमेंट करते हैं वो बड़ा इंस्टेंटेनियसली होता है. हमारे पास वो एलसी सिस्टम बोलते हैं, लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट, उसके थ्रू उनको बहुत जल्दी पैसा मिल जाता है. तो ये भेदभाव है आज की तारीख. हमारा सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है उसको खत्म करना है. उसके लिए हम एक सिस्टम बना रहे हैं प्रबल, जिसका नाम है. ये प्रबल अभी इस साल के एंड तक पूरी तरह से इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाएगा. इसके होने से सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये होने वाला है कि हमारे जो इंडियन सप्लायर्स हैं उनको भी अब पेमेंट बिल्कुल जल्दी मिलेगा. 1 हफ्ता हमने मैक्सिमम लिमिट रखी है. इससे फायदा ये होगा कि जो उनकी फाइनेंसिंग है उसका कॉस्ट कम होगा. इससे एक दूसरा फायदा होगा, उनका कैश फ्लो बढ़ेगा. इससे उनको सही सामान देने में आसानी मिलेगी.
Talking about automation and digitization under the government's flagship program Digital India, Mr. Kumar highlighted that the department has designed a central pay package system. This system will make salary and other payment disbursements to the defence personnel and civilians working under the Ministry of Defence completely paperless. In the program Spotlight, we are broadcasting a special series, Seva Aur Samarpan 20 Saal Susashan Ke. Today, the theme is Rural Development, Revitalizing Agriculture, Empowering Farmers. It showcases the resolve and dedication of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to strengthen the agriculture sector for the welfare of farmers and his initiatives for the rural development. This special program can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:15 p.m. onwards. In our bilingual live phone-in program, Corona Jagrukta series, Associate Professor of AIIMS Dr. Neeraj Nishchal will be with us tonight to answer queries related to coronavirus. It can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. These programs will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur will launch a month-long Clean India program from Prayagraj tomorrow as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This program, starting from 1st of October, will continue till the month end. The aim of the cleanliness drive is to create awareness, mobilize people and ensure their involvement in cleaning waste, mainly single-use plastic waste, throughout the country. This program is being organized in 6 lakh villages of 744 districts across the country through the network of Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, NYKS, affiliated youth clubs and National Service Scheme affiliated institutions. All preparations have been put in place to kickstart the program at Sangam City, Prayagraj. Our correspondent has more details.
Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur will launch Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in a program organized at the campus of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Prayagraj. Apart from the various concerned departments, public participation will also be ensured in the program. To ensure the participation of teachers and students, the Education Department has been involved. After the launch of the campaign, Sri Thakur will also attend a seminar on Atmanirbhar Bharat in Muthiganj area in the town. MS Yadav, AIR News, Prayagraj.
As the nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events is being organized by the government as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Let's listen to our special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. India's glorious fight for freedom is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the valiant struggle every day.
The present Nuapara district of Odisha comprises the area of erstwhile Khariyar estate, had always been active in the struggle for independence from the British. On 30th of September 1930, people of Khariyar estate united and protested against taxation on tenants during the civil disobedience movement.
In 1826, when the Khariyar estate was ceded to the British, Veer Surendra Sai of Sambalpur region fought to oust the Britishers from the motherland. The British gave warning to the people of Khariyar to stop supporting Surendra Sai, but the people did not pay heed and supported Surendra Sai in his fight against the British.
People of Khariyar region participated actively in the civil disobedience movement of 1930. It was on this day, in 1930, that the people of Khariyar state organized a meeting at Salihagarh village. More than 700 people assembled. Their ambition was one. A resolution was passed in the meeting not to give taxes and to revolt against imposition of taxes. This incident is popularly known in the history as Saliha agitation.
To suppress the incident, the police rushed to Saliha while the meeting was in progress. Police encircled the campaigners all of a sudden, lathi charged and opened fire on innocent people. Leaders like Keju Das Baba, Ramlal Deongan, Gauda Rai of Saliha and nearby villages were arrested and were taken to prison. Some died on the spot and many more were wounded.
Also, when Gandhiji was arrested after the launch of the Quit India movement, a number of meetings were held in Khariyar to demand the release of Gandhiji. The Quit India movement in Khariyar was intense and there was a widespread protest against the British Raj. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar, AIR News के संग. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
स्वाधीनता आंदोलन के दौरान भारतीय जनमानस को उत्तेजित कर स्वतंत्रता का अलख जगाने और मातृभूमि के प्रति सेवा, समर्पण और त्याग की ज्वाला प्रज्वलित कर देने वाले अमर गीतों पर आधारित विशेष कार्यक्रम आजादी के तराने सुनना न भूलें। FM गोल्ड 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर प्रत्येक शुक्रवार शाम 4:45 पर परिक्रमा कार्यक्रम के अंतर्गत आजादी के तराने सिर्फ आकाशवाणी पर।
And in news just in, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has reached nearly 89 crore today. More than 58 lakh vaccine doses were administered today. In West Bengal, barring a few stray incidents, polling was by and large peaceful in the 3 assembly constituencies. Heavy security arrangements were in place to conduct the by-poll at Bhawanipur and polling in Jangipur and Samsherganj in a free, fair and peaceful manner. Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress candidate Mamta Banerjee is contesting with Priyanka Tebrawal of the BJP and Srijit Biswas of the CPM in the triangular contest at Bhawanipur. Till 5 p.m., 53.32% voters exercised their franchise in the seat, while 76.12% voter turnout was recorded at Jangipur and 78.60% at Samsherganj in Murshidabad district. Meanwhile, in Odisha, more than 68% voting was recorded in the Pipali Assembly constituency polls till 5 p.m. Counting of votes will be taken up on the 3rd of October. Finance Ministry has recommended that exams for clerical recruitments for the 12 public sector banks and vacancies advertised henceforth will be conducted in 13 regional languages along with English and Hindi. This decision is based on the recommendation of a committee that was constituted by the ministry to look into the matter of holding examinations for clerical cadre in the public sector banks in regional languages. The ongoing process of holding the examination initiated by the IBPS was kept on hold until the recommendations of the committee were made available. The Sensex and the Nifty today declined about 0.5% amid mixed global cues. The Sensex plunged 287 points or 0.48% to finish at 59,126. The NSE Nifty also ended 93 points or 0.53% down at 17,618.
The depression formed over Gujarat coast is moving to west-northwestwards and is likely to intensify into deep depression in the coming 12 hours. India Meteorological Department said the deep depression is likely to further intensify as a cyclonic storm during the next 24 hours. According to the IMD's latest bulletin, the depression is moving in a west-northwest direction towards Pakistan and less likely to hit Gujarat coast. Talking to AIR News, IMD Director Manorama Mohanty said Gujarat is safe from any severe impact of the cyclone, but heavy rains are likely to continue in coastal regions of the state, mainly Saurashtra region. Fishermen have been advised not to venture into the sea for the next 2 days. And now let's take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital, Delhi, will have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle, while Mumbai is likely to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Chennai is expected to have thunderstorm with rain. Kolkata will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Srinagar will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Jammu, Leh and Gilgit will have mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening.
And in IPL cricket match, Sunrisers Hyderabad were 112 for 6 in 17.1 overs against Chennai Super Kings in Sharjah Cricket Stadium, Sharjah, when reports last came in. Earlier, Chennai Super Kings won the toss and chose to field. Last night, Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated Rajasthan Royals by 7 wickets in Dubai. Tomorrow, Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Punjab Kings at Dubai International Stadium at 7:30 p.m. IST. The first ping ball day and night one-off test match between India and Australia women at the Carrara Oval in Queensland, Australia began today. The first day's play was suspended after tea due to rain. At the draw stumps, the visitors had scored 132 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Smriti Mandhana was batting on 80, while Poonam Raut was on 16. Mandhana put on a batting masterclass to help India post respectable score on a rain-hit day. Indian women were off to a solid start with both openers Mandhana and Shefali Verma building a 93-run partnership before Shefali was dismissed by the left-arm spinner Sophie Molyneux. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that the government has worked on a national approach with new health policy to transform country's health sector. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu urges people to enroll themselves with Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. Prime Minister to launch Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 and Amrit 2.0 tomorrow. Government appeals to people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior during the upcoming festival season. Nearly 89 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses administered across the country so far. Recovery rate nears 98%. India is poised to become one of the largest digital markets in the world, says Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal. INB Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch the month-long Clean India program from Prayagraj tomorrow as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary takes over as the Chief of the Air Staff. And in IPL cricket, Sunrisers Hyderabad take on Chennai Super Kings at Sharjah. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.